In this video, we're going to look at Reggie Jackson's offensive performance in a close loss on Tuesday night. Starting in place of the injured Patrick Beverley, Reggie Jackson brings something to the Clippers that Beverley really doesn't do at a high level, which is excel in transition. We see it here. He attacks the defender that's closest to the basket by going to the middle of the floor, cutting back left with the Euro, and he goes up off the left foot and finishes with a left-handed layup to get the Clippers to an early 3-0 lead in this game. This is the play the Clippers have tried to use a little bit this season. Lou Williams is going to come off of a down screen from Serge Ibaka, and as they come into this little pick and roll, this Ibaka screen allows Williams to pull up for three, but as Williams goes to shoot, or looks like he's about to shoot, the big defender comes up. Williams passes, Jackson then correctly attacks the closeout, gets downhill to the rim, Serge Ibaka with a nice little wall-off screen, and Jackson gets the layup to go in. Jackson's ability to push the ball in transition gives the Clippers another dimension and dynamic that they kind of miss. And here he spots Lou Williams on the break. He's going to funnel him the ball on the left wing. But Williams does a smart thing here. He attacks, and Trae Young is actually caught out of position, which allows Williams to get the ball back to Jackson. Jackson gets a nice free and easy look from three. Reggie Jackson is a great catch-and-shoot three-point shooter, and he gets the benefit of a very lovely bounce. We need to talk a little bit about Reggie Jackson while we have some time as this play dials itself up. Reggie Jackson is the third guard. He often doesn't play because of the new rotation, but he started for Patrick Beverley twice when Beverley's been out, and he's done a very admirable job. On this play, as Morris shoots, Ivica Zubac gets in solid position against Clint Capella and actually corrals the offensive rebound. Reggie Jackson's going to flare to the left wing. Zubac is going to correctly find him. Jackson is wide open on a shot with 42% shot probability, and he's going to cash in this three-pointer and look back at the bench. Reggie Jackson gets a lot of grief, and I really don't understand it some of the time because this guy plays hard. You know, yes, he can be a little eccentric at times with the things he's trying to do, but he plays hard, he gives it his all for the team, and generally, he makes proper plays. Here, we're going to see a Serge Ibaka post up. Reggie Jackson cuts at a 45-degree angle into the middle of the paint, and as Ibaka turns to shoot a post fadeaway over Kevin Huerter, Jackson gets himself into proper offensive rebound position here. He's going to beat everybody else to this offensive rebound, as we can see here, tips the ball up and in to get the Clippers another bucket by doing the right thing. Like I said earlier, Reggie Jackson in transition is a benefit for the Clippers. Here, he attacks the defender downhill with a right-to-left crossover to get back to the middle of the floor. He's going to draw the big to jump because the big thinks he's going for a layup, but he passes it off to Ibaka, who smartly pump fakes to get Clint Capella, who's hunting a block into the air, and Ibaka has a nice little solid finish. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Reggie Jackson, once again in secondary transition, dribbles to the middle of the floor to attack the basket, which is going to leave Luke Kennard wide open in the corner. Now, Luke Kennard is going to miss this shot. However, the play doesn't just stop here. Everyone is going to hustle, and as Atlanta gets the defensive rebound and kicks it ahead, we're going to see Terrence Mann make a great play here to get his hand on the ball and then scramble to get the ball back in possession for the Clippers. The ball is going to be once again in Reggie Jackson's hands, and as he brings the ball up the floor right about here, he's going to spot that Atlanta is going to tag the roll man, which is Serge Ibaka, and in turn leaves Luke Kennard open in the opposite corner from the first time. Kennard gets the ball from Jackson, free, fires, knocks down this three. Reggie Jackson's ability to get downhill really is incredible. Here, Ibaka screens and rolls for him, and as Jackson gets to the middle of the floor and down to the rim, he's going to notice that Trae Young has helped off the corner shooter, which is Terrence Mann. Now, Mann isn't much of a shooter, but Jackson gets the ball to him, and Mann attacks that closeout and turns, giving the ball back to Ibaka, who then flows into a handoff with Jackson, which is a very nice action for the Clippers. As Ibaka rolls and Jackson sprints to the lane, Jackson is not contested by Clint Capella, who's worried about the pass back to Ibaka, and he lays the ball in. One of the ways to exploit a defense is making sure that their shot blocker, their rim protector, is away from the hoop, and the Clippers do that here. They run a little bit of action that they have run for Nicholas Batum with the screen by Ibaka, but Capella comes up on this, doesn't allow Batum to get the shot off. Now Capella's away from the hoop, and because of this, Reggie Jackson drives downhill against Trae Young. He's going to get into the lane, and John Collins, who still is a good shot blocker, is there to contest, but Reggie Jackson makes this tough left-handed layup. All right, this is the final play, and once again, we're going to see Reggie Jackson put great pressure on the rim and the defense, which is something he's very good at. Serge Ibaka is going to set a screen and slip, and Jackson, like he has in past plays, is going to get downhill to the rim. He puts the defender in a little bit of jail here and then goes up with this little layup floater attempt. He gets fouled, he makes the shot, and he gives the Clippers a chance. Reggie Jackson was excellent in a game that the Clippers were shorthanded, and he did his best to get them a win.